This is Solo P1. This is the sprint qualifying race, or whatever they call it. And Mercedes today, especially Lewis Hamilton, showing promise for the weekend. Now, I'm not going to jump to conclusions. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say Lewis Hamilton's going to win the race. I'm not going to say that. I'm not even going to say that Max Verstappen's going to win the race, even though to me he's still the favourite. This is still a Red Bull track. I know that Lewis Hamilton's got a new power circuit, power unit, a new engine, combustion engine. And I know a lot of people are saying, especially on Sky Sports F1, especially Paul di Resta, Wankstein, he's saying the reason why they're going that fast is because they've got the new engine. Now, when Anthony done the analysis on the SkyPad, he was saying that Mercedes was making all the gains in the corners. Now, the corners have got really nothing to do with the power unit. So again, Paul di Resta spreading fake news. I don't know what they've done to the car. I don't know if Mercedes have put an upgrade on it. I know that they've got this special unit where they can harness the energy, cuts out the drag, and they can get the straight line speed. I know they've got that. And this is it's clearly working this weekend. But I did enjoy it. I do like this format. At first, I was a bit skeptic of it at the beginning, but I do like the format. It makes the weekend different because we all know how it goes. When the F1 weekend comes, we know how it goes. It goes practice 1 and 2, which, let's face it, 99% of us are sleeping. And then it comes on to Saturday. We've got qualifying 3, which is interesting because I like to get the fast laps in to prepare for qualifying. And then on the Saturday evening, we have all afternoon, wherever it is in the world, we have the qualifying on a Saturday. And that's the format, and that's been the format for years. And then obviously Sunday, we get the track parade, and then we got the race day. But this weekend is special. It's different, I'd say. We got a nice qualifying, well, people call it a race, people call it qualifying, whatever. We've got a sprint race qualifying. So basically, this determines who's going to start on the grid tomorrow for the sprint race, which is interesting. I think they should do this more. There's rumours that Ross Brawn was talking about that they're going to implement this into next year's season, which will be 6 of next year, not 3 like this season. We've had 3. Obviously, the first one at Silverstone, home of motorsport, the home of F1, where F1 began in 1950. Then we got one at Imola, no, not Imola, Monza, and now we got one at Brazil, the home of the great Ayrton Senna, the greatest of all time. And now, because it seems popular among the drivers, and we're going to have this format next year, and I think it's going to be 6 special weekends. I'll just call them the special weekends because that's what they are, sprint race weekend. So, but I know next year they're going to change a bit of it because a lot of drivers are saying, look, whoever gets the fastest lap in qualifying should be on pole. There's arguments, you can either argue either way, but that's just the way it is. But it's going to be there next season. Now, onto the qualifying. Look, after the first qualifying lap in Q1, Lewis Hamilton, first lap he done, I thought this guy is on a mission. This guy is on a mission to get pole here today. Because look, a lot of drivers say, look, we don't listen to the news, we don't listen to the radio, whatever. I don't care what anybody says. He knows who's been talking about him. He knows that the media and maybe some of his fans have gave up on him. See me, I said it in the USA Grand Prix, and I'm gonna say it again now. When he never won that USA Grand Prix, which was a Mercedes stronghold, a Lewis Hamilton stronghold, when he didn't win that race, I said the season most likely is done. I didn't close the door completely. I left the lock off the door. So basically, that's still a little chance. But for me, that was the turning point of the season for me. Now, I'm not saying Max Verstappen is going to win it, but Max Verstappen is the clear favourite to be the 2021 F1 World Champion. Look, I know there's a lot of Lewis fans out there. I'm one of them. I am a Mercedes fan. I am a Lewis fan. That's my centre hat, by the way. Not my. Usually when I do my videos, I wear the Mercedes hat. But you can clearly see that Red Bull are the favourites. If you're coming out and saying that Red Bull are not the favourites, Max Verstappen are the favourites, as a Lewis fan, you're delusional. Complete and utter delusional. The only way you're going to address this problem, the only way you're going to address the scenario is you admit it to yourself. Admit it, then we can move on. Then we can move on. I still think Max Verstappen is the favourite to win this championship. Do I think he's going to win it? Maybe. But there's still a little chance that Lewis could come back. There is. And I said that from the beginning. I said that 2 weeks ago. I said that last week. And I'm saying it now. I ain't going to go back on my words. Not like some of these people on Twitter that just said, oh yeah, Lewis is going to do it. And then they said, no, he's not going to do it. And then they just changed. Not me. I'm consistent. And I'm going to stick to what I said last week. And I'm going to stick to what I said 2 weeks ago in the USA Grand Prix. Mercedes are on the back foot. Lewis Hamilton is on the back foot. Very simple. But today, after that first lap, the first lap, which got deleted, by the way. It doesn't matter, it got deleted. It went a little bit wide, but whatever. But he still got the lap in. He pulled out a 108.8. When I saw that lap, I thought, this man is on a mission. He was driving that car like his life depended on it. He was driving on that car like he turned up to work on the first day. He's delivering pizzas. He's got to deliver the pizza in 2 minutes' time. If he doesn't deliver the pizza in 2 minutes' time, he's fucking fired. Just like the Spider-Man film, Peter Parker, deliver the pizza or you fucking fired. And that's what Lewis Hamilton was like today. He drove that car like a madman. And it showed in the first lap, a 108.8. Very simple. And I thought, yep, he's on it. I'm not saying he's going to win the race. Don't take words out of my mouth. I'm just saying, I saw that and I thought, whoa. Got deleted. So the guy come on the radio and says, look, it's been deleted, Lewis. Lewis said, okay, you delete. Watch this then. When again, you got a 108.7. There you go. There you go. A 108.7. This is in Q1, by the way. Not Q2. Not Q3. Q1. So, Ferrari was doing amazing. Look, Carlos Sainz is a savage. This guy won't let it go ever. He's the kind of guy, he's the first one in the factory, the last one to leave. He done an amazing job. Him and Charles Leclerc today, second and third in practice 1 and 2. No, in practice 1. Showing the true speed. That upgrade that they had, I think the upgrade was, I think it was just after Silverstone. They had an upgrade. And ever since then, they have been on it. They've clawed back the points on McLaren, and they are now in front of McLaren. And you could see that it's affecting McLaren. Since 3 weeks ago, Lando has not been the same cheery self. You know Lando, every time he comes to the Grand Prix, everybody wants to talk to him. Nice guy, seems like a nice guy, I don't know him. But I'm just saying, he's always smiling. He's the kind of guy you walk into a room and everybody loves him. But these last couple of weeks, it hasn't been like that. It looks like he's been having friction with his teammate. His teammate, Daniel Ricciardo, everybody knows what you get with Daniel Ricciardo. He could be the bottom of the table, 20 points behind 18th place, and he'll still smile. That's what Daniel Ricciardo's like. Daniel Ricciardo, he's not as... Look, he's not going... I don't think he's going to beat Lando Norris in the table this season. But, he's smiling. You know, Daniel Ricciardo. But Lando, the past couple of weeks, Lando, he's not smiling. Because to me, what it is, because Ferrari are beating them. They are winning the point for the constructors at the moment for third place. And what makes it more more aggravating for Lando Norris is the fact that Sainz is in there. That Sainz is beating him as well. And I reckon, even though, look, we know that him and Sainz are good friends. You got good friends, but at the end of the day, you want to beat your friend on track. That's just the way it is. It's just like if you're brothers. Two brothers go on the track together. One's in a Ferrari, one's in a Mercedes. They want to beat each other's ass on the track. And that's the way it is with Lando. That's just in my opinion. So, at the end, actually, Ferrari didn't get, it was Sainz. Sainz got third at the end of Q1. So it was Hamilton first with that 108.7. Second attempt, because the first one got deleted. Second, Bottas, and third is Carlos Sainz. So again, Sainz showing his true skill and determination for Ferrari. I think Ferrari's probably got the best at the moment. I think they've got the best driver lineup overall. For me, Ferrari got amazing. If they stick together, they seem like they're getting on now. But people always get on. But when you're fighting for the title, we'll see if they're getting on then. Exactly. It's all fun and games. The same with Rosberg. That was getting on before. But as soon as they're both fighting for the title, we'll see the friendship goes out the fucking toilet. Down the toilet. So, Q2, Hamilton started off straight away. 108.6. Again, boom. Showing determination. Showing determination and thinking, look, listen. I'm a 7-time world champion. I ain't going to give up this title. Not so easy. So we got the fastest, and then they come out. Max got a 108.5. 108.5. And that was amazing. Actually, I think the lap got deleted in Q2, not Q1, but it got deleted anyway, Hamilton's. So Hamilton got a 108.6, and then straight after that, Max Verstappen got a 108.5. Cranking up the speed. That was in Q2 because Hamilton's lap got deleted in Q2, not Q1. That was my mistake. Gasly was doing well. He come third at the beginning of his first stint in Q2. Gasly coming third again. He's the guy. You got the two Red Bulls, two Mercedes, right? And then the fifth guy to me is Gasly. He ain't been like that all season, but for the past 4 or 5 races, Gasly's always been there. Now for me, when Lewis Hamilton retires, I don't know when he's going to retire. He could retire when he's 40. He could retire 2 years time. I do not know. But if Lewis Hamilton retires, if I was Toto Wolff, I'd be looking at Pierre Gasly as a replacement for Lewis Hamilton, because he is an amazing driver. He's got skills. I think Red Bull getting rid of him, that's made him a better driver. He's made him more determined. Maybe that's what he needed. That's what he needed. We know that Christian Horner's never going to have him back because he's just a fucking prick. Because at the end of the day, if he has Gasly back and Gasly starts out qualifying Max Verstappen, he's going to look like a fucking prick. He's a prick anyway, but he'll look more like a prick. So that was at the end of Q2. You got Hamilton smashing it. Max Verstappen cranking at the times at a 108.5. And then straight after that, Hamilton cranking up, getting a 108.2. Smashing it. At the end of 108.3. So at the end of Q2, Hamilton got the fastest time again. Smashing it. You know what? And I thought to myself, is he going to get into the 108.7s? We'll see. Q3 started. Nothing could prove really. The only person at the end of Q3, the only person that improved the time was Lewis Hamilton. He got a 108.1. A 108.1. And this is the qualified. This is 108.1. Max Verstappen was nowhere near. His last stint, Max Verstappen, he was all over the place. Understeer, oversteer, spinning into the corners. At one time, I thought he was going to go off to the grass. I was praying, by the way. I was thinking, please go into the grass, please go into the grass, please go into the grass. But he nearly did. Hopefully he does that in the race. Anyway, and at the end, Lewis Hamilton got the fastest lap. Second was Max Verstappen. Third place was Valtteri Bottas. For me, Bottas being in third place, I reckon that's a positive. We know what happened last time when Bottas got pole. What happened there? The sea opened and Max Verstappen just went straight through him. Very simple. In Mexico. And I think Lewis Hamilton being on the front row tomorrow for the sprint race is amazing. And at the end of the interview Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen said, oh, I'm not really bothered. Yeah, you are bothered. He said, oh, there's not many points on the line. Of course there's more points on the line. Of course there's points. There's 3 points plus fastest lap. So that's 4 points. What do you mean no points on the line? You fucking geek. But anyway, there was an interview, well, at the beginning of Q3, Mazepin was getting interviewed by one of the F1 guys. It was one of the guys on the internet, the YouTube channel, and he was saying Mazepin was basically crying, had tears in his eyes, talking about that he doesn't understand why his car's going so slow. But at least he's showing emotion. And I think Mazepin's a good driver. I don't give a fuck if nobody thinks he's popular. Not like these fucking geeks what are making up shit on Twitter all week because he's in a fucking nightclub and someone's chucking him out the nightclub. And some stupid geek came on my fucking Twitter feed and said he's getting chucked out because he was shouting at a girl. Yeah, right. He's getting chucked out. And by the way, Russell was with him and Albon. But they didn't mention Albon and Russell, did they? No. They're not going to mention Albon and Russell. They're just going to mention Nikita Mazepin. You fucking geeks. No substance at all. There's fake news. And this person who put the Twitter on my Twitter feed, I exposed them. Then they got blocked. They blocked me first because they couldn't handle the truth. And what happened is, I said to them, you didn't work out. They thought it was going to get likes and likes and likes on the tweets because she made up shit. What happened? She got more dislikes than likes. That was the funny part. Then I exposed them. And when you expose them, what do they do? They start swearing, ranting and raving. Then they block you. And that's what happened. Some stupid geek. As I see, Mazepin was in a better car. He'd do a lot better. He's the guy's a young lad. Give him a chance. I don't give a fuck about his personal life. That's his personal life. He's a fucking driver. Accept it. People say he's only there because he's got money. So why the fuck? If that's the fucking case, yeah, why aren't the best drivers in Formula 1? You think the fucking best drivers are in Formula 1 because they're the fastest? No. The guys who are in Formula 1 are the ones with the biggest pockets. Lando Norris is there. You think Lando Norris is there because his dad's got money? His dad's got money. That's the reason why he's there. You got fucking Nicholas Latifi. Bowl bag. Useless. Couldn't even, his first time he's out qualified his teammates in 3 years. You think he's there because he's broke? He's there because he's got money. Lad Stroll, his dad owns Aston Martin. That's why he's there. And Perez comes from a wealthy family. Don't think Perez is going to slide under the radar. That's the reason why they are there. The best drivers do not get in Formula 1. The only one what slipped through the cracks was Lewis Hamilton. And look what happened there. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time world champion. Most race wins. I'm not going to go into his achievements. You know his achievements. But as I see it, that's just the way it is. Formula 1, if you got the dough, you are in. So at the end of the day, the results are here. Final results at the bottom of the screen, as you can see. Yeah, that was a sprint qualifying. I enjoyed it. Better than watching practice 1 and 2, put it that way. At least you got something to aim for. When you watch, let's face it, man. When practice 1 and 2 comes on, what happens? You're falling asleep on the sofa, bloated. Because you feel, oh, not again. Waiting for qualifying. But this is, I like it. And I'm glad, hopefully, they bring it in. They've had it 3 times this season. Next season is going to be 6 times. That's all. I can't wait. So, this is Solo P1 Son. Don't forget to hit subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. All the links are going to be in the description below. Thank you very much, guys. See you guys tomorrow for the sprint race review.